Chicago has three of the top luxury condo buildings in the St. Regis, one Chicago, and 9 West Walton. I'm going to focus on these three real quick and the difference and kind of the vibe and the neighborhood within the building that each provides. So the prices in all of these buildings have come down quite a bit since COVID, and now they've kind of reset. And Chicago has three of the top luxury buildings in the St. Regis, one Chicago, and 9 West Walton. These are three of the buildings that people want to see on a regular basis, most commonly. So the St. Regis has the biggest swing in prices. It has more units. It's a little bit larger of a building, and there are units that are less expensive in there, and then there are the very high-end units that would be more similar to one Chicago and 9 West Walton. The St. Regis has a hotel aspect built in, so you can get services from the hotel. Has a very, very nice workout room. Has a beautiful area up top in the building with a wine room, and the lookouts on the terraces and within the glass, the windows up there is just beautiful. So St. Regis is tucked away. In my opinion, it's kind of tucked away a little bit. It's not as immediate to walk to things within half a block or 1 block or 2 blocks. I mean, there's a fair amount around there, but it's just a little bit different of a feel. A little bit of a larger building and with the hotel built in. Now, at one Chicago, this building has probably, I would say, the most complete package out of the three if you want everything, meaning you want to walk to things, you want a substantial health club, and a lot of services, restaurants built into the building. Most of the units at one Chicago are around, give or take, depending on the unit, around $1,000 a square foot. They've been very similar between St. Regis and one Chicago. However, one Chicago, you should understand that some of the people bought at the absolute peak of pricing. So there have been people in the building that have lost $1 million or more since they bought their units. Again, the units have, kind of reset down to, a market level that everyone agrees on, or most people agree on. And so that's kind of what's happened in one Chicago. There are developer units still left because, unfortunately for the developer, they launched the building right as the lockdown went into play with COVID. So there's still some developer units, and now there are resale units that have come on the market as well. So you can get, I think, a pretty fair price at one Chicago right now. They have just an incredible Lifetime Fitness. Like, you could work there, work out there, hang out there, get therapy there. It's enormous, has a beautiful indoor pool, has a great outdoor pool. It is really it's like a city within the building. Has some very, very good restaurants that are in the building, a Whole Foods built in. So in the winter when it's cold, you don't have to go outside at all. And then, there's a coffee shop, there's a Phil's, there's an ice cream shop. There's just about everything you could possibly want. And you can walk to Michigan Avenue 2 blocks from there, go to many great restaurants, and the lake is super close. So one Chicago has been a really go-to destination for my clients that, like, one, for example, the husband travels a lot. The wife just absolutely loved it when I introduced it to her because she's going to be by herself, and she wanted to be able to walk the dog at night and not have to worry about walking around by herself. So she is able to do that there. There's a great little dog park run. I mean, it's great for dogs. There's a dog wash. There's great common areas. You can rent them out very inexpensively. There's grills. I mean, it really has a lot going for it. And then 9 West Walton. This is the most exclusive out of all the buildings, the most private out of all the buildings, out of the 3 buildings. So it's a smaller building. and it does not have a lot built right into it. With that, though, comes just white glove service, very private. They have a very liberal policy on dogs. You can have just about any dog size in there, and you can have multiple dogs, so it's very good for that. I've had clients that have liked that. The views in the building are, some of them are beautiful the higher you get. They don't really compare some of the other views with St. Regis and One Chicago. There's a little bit of a difference on some of the floors there. But I will say, when you're at 9 West Walton, the prices are very strong. They hold their value. The resale value, things have been going up. Even I've had a client sell his place after about 3 or 4 years. Price went up a pretty good amount. I've had people rent in there extremely high end to do a short-term rental while they're renovating their home. So it's a very nice building, and again, the privacy, the service is tremendous. So most people really like that quite a bit, and you just feel a sense of getting out to the street, getting down to the lake a little bit quicker and easier than the other two buildings, because of the proximity to the lake and the ease that you can get out of the building and get onto the street and be by the stores on Oak Street, Michigan Avenue, Oak Street Beach. Get your bike right out if you're a cyclist, or go running. It's a little bit different feel. So there is a difference between the three buildings. They are all beautiful. They all have great services, but there is a difference. Oh, and the thing with 9 West Walton, it has a workout room, but nothing compared to like the Lifetime Fitness at One Chicago, and it's just a little bit of a smaller, more private scale, and that's it. Text, call, email. I know all three of these buildings like the back of my hand, in addition to a couple more that I would probably add into this conversation, and can tell you about the differences in price per square foot, amenities, privacy, financial stability, assessments, all these things. So just call, text, email if you need any help at all.